Hi there, another video from FundingStore. Today we're going to have a quick look at the main tips about writing a business plan, which is an important document. So here comes the presentation.
The introduction to writing a business plan video mentioned that people should always consider the purpose of the plan and its audience, and this is worth a recap. Business plans can be created for a variety of reasons, such as to provide effective communication to staff for the business objectives and actions, or to support a fundraising process by providing valuable insight to potential funders. Understanding why a plan is being prepared is one of the first questions to be answered. Allied to this, the likely audience should also be considered. Who will be reading the plan? And ensuring that it provides the information in a format and style that will both engage and enthuse those readers. A good business plan starts with an executive summary. So what is key in making it stand out? The executive summary is a way of providing a snapshot of the plan as a whole. It allows the reader to quickly understand the business and opportunity that is being explained within the detailed body of the plan, the what, why, how and who of the business. This should trigger interest in the rest of the document, encouraging a more detailed read, and its purpose is to highlight the key messages. If the plan has a strong purpose and with a clear understanding of the audience, the executive summary will then also start to sell the opportunity that is being summarised. Ultimately, it should whet people's appetites, encouraging them into the detail. We are often questioned on whether the executive summary needs to include a lot of detail. The short answer is no, in that too many business plans fail because the executive summary becomes a long and frankly boring repeat of the detail that sits within the plan. Management teams know their business inside out, and there is therefore always a temptation to tell people everything they know. This only confuses people who are not as close to the detail and don't need it at that stage. The executive summary should give people a quick understanding of what the business is all about and draw them into wanting to find out more. However, don't forget that some people will only read the executive summary, so it must be sufficiently complete in providing a summary of the business and the opportunity. So what are our top tips? Firstly, remember that a business plan should be honest and accurate. There is no point in trying to convince somebody the business is not what it is. This will simply frustrate people down the line when the reality becomes clear and everybody's time has been wasted. Honesty and accuracy is key. Notwithstanding this, also remember that the plan is there to serve a purpose. As such, sell the positives, but be realistic about the challenges that the business will face. You need to sell the opportunity, but keep this based in reality, otherwise it will lose its credibility. A strong sales pitch based in reality is the best solution. As mentioned earlier, always think about your audience and who the plan is intended for. If you understand this at the start, you will then focus on giving them what they want. If the plan is for internal use, then your team will feel engaged and bought in. If the plan is for external readers, it will quickly allow them to assess whether this is an opportunity that meets their criteria. Make sure that the plan covers an appropriate time horizon. It should address longer-term strategic objectives as well as medium-term tactics. The plan should give a vision for the future, plus how that vision will be realised. Business owners don't have crystal balls, but get across your passion for the business and what you want to achieve with it. The plan should also contain specific actions for the short term, say the next year. There is no point in having a detailed document that describes the business and explains what the opportunities are if there are no actions that management will be working to. It is these actions that can be flowed down through the organisation and help to keep everybody focused on common goals. But remember, the strategy should drive the actions, not the other way around. In preparing the plan, ensure that both the presentation and the content of the document are of the highest quality. The professionalism of the finished product will portray a message about its importance and the time and effort invested in its creation. This will ensure that people start their assessment in a positive frame of mind and will then be open to absorbing the content. The book and its cover are important. Next, it should be noted that invariably management are key, and the plan should ensure there is sufficient focus on this area. It may feel like blowing your own trumpet, but that is what you need to do. Tell people what you've achieved and why this makes the team proud, and people will then be more likely to believe your plans for the future. There is no point in having a very detailed, credible plan if the management team are not able to deliver. Linked to this, make sure that the plan is achievable. As mentioned, you aren't expected to have a crystal ball, but ensure that key strategies and market assumptions about the future and your financial assumptions can stand up to scrutiny, and expect a challenge from funders, because that is what they'll do. You should also involve other people in the plan's preparation. Don't leave it just to management. Get feedback from others, be that staff, customers or advisors. When prepared in isolation, plans tend not to be as good as those produced in collaboration. This will improve the quality of the plan, but also engender buy-in at the end of the process. Writing down your plan will also bring responsibility for delivery. You are more likely to achieve if you communicate actions effectively. Perhaps most importantly, business plans should be kept live and updated. Don't just focus on their initial production, but ensure it is used in the business on an ongoing basis, continually updated and referred to in directing focus and effort. Too many plans end up gathering dust and being forgotten about. Don't bother doing one if this will be the end result. It is far better to use the business planning process to really improve the quality of your business. Ultimately, just do it. Too many businesses know they need a plan, but never find the time to do one, and the business suffers as a result. It is a measure of strong leadership to spend the time to think about the business's future and let people know what your vision is.
We hope that was useful. If you have any questions, give us a call on 01565 756 141 or have a look around fundingstore.com.